Hello, I'm Dr. Trent Burrup, founder of the Institute of Chiropractic and Acupuncture Therapy. And this video is the second video of two that explains what the cracking or popping sound is that's associated with chiropractic adjustments. Because there's a lot of people that get concerned about that cracking and popping of joints or what that sound is. In the first video, I explain what that sound is. It's called cavitation. So if you haven't heard that word before, this is the first time you're hearing it, watch the first video where I explain what that sound is, why that happens, and where it comes from. In this video, what I'd like to discuss is that good? Is it bad? Is it causing damage or problems? Are there benefits with it? Because there are a few considerations. The first consideration is that whenever a joint cavitates or pops, the body releases chemicals called endorphins. Endorphins are feel-good chemicals. They feel good and they make you feel good. In fact, morphine, which is one of the most powerful pain medicines that we have, is a synthetic version of what those chemicals are, or some of those chemicals. The second thing that happens is when a joint cavitates or it pops or cracks, what happens is the body actually releases tension and stress that has built up in that area. Those two things probably are the biggest reasons why some people become habitual knuckle crackers or joint poppers or try to get those joints to cavitate, because it just feels good and it relieves a lot of tension and stress for some people. The third consideration, actually, I want to address some of the old wives' tales that are out there. Because I heard growing up that if you crack your knuckles, it's going to give you big knuckles. Or if you do it, you'll get arthritis if you crack joints too much. So when I got to chiropractic school, I did a lot of studying and looking for research papers about what this cavitation is and is it causing damage or problems, because I didn't grow up going to chiropractors. So I didn't know. As I looked at all the studies that are out there, I could only find one study that had any kind of finding that could be maybe construed as negative. And it was this. There was one finding in the Journal of Manipulative and Physiotherapy that showed that if someone chronically cracked their knuckles, over time they would have a slight decrease in grip strength compared to those who did not pop or crack their knuckles. But the decrease in grip strength was so minimal it could only be detected by a dynamometer, which is a special tool that's used to measure grip strength. The person overtly couldn't really tell that they had less grip strength because the decrease was so minor. It doesn't cause you to have swollen or big knuckles. It doesn't cause arthritis. It doesn't cause any of those types of things. Here's the real consideration if you have joints that pop or crack. There are some people whose joints cavitate very, very easily. They could crack every joint in their body and do it quite easily. There are other people who couldn't cavitate a joint if their life depended on it. Their joints just don't pop and crack. So what happens is that some people have a normal amount of cracking and popping. Some people have a normal non-amount of cracking and popping. But here's what I know about the body. It wants to heal, it wants to be healthy, and it wants to be in balance. It'll do everything it can to get in balance and to be healthy. But sometimes things will occur that pull the body out of balance and it can't get back into balance. So it does the next best thing. One of the things that will occur when the body can't get into balance, or as it tries to get into balance when bones get misaligned, is that joints in the body may start to cavitate. If you don't normally experiencing cracking and popping in certain areas, and certain joints start to pop and crack every once in a while, and then become more regular, that usually is the body trying to get things back into balance, and it's struggling to do so. If it's not ultimately corrected over time, that can lead to joint damage, arthritis, and pain. So my invitation to you is, if you don't normally experience a certain amount of popping in your joints, or perhaps you do, but you start to get popping that's different than what is normal for you, it could be the body trying to get things into balance and it's struggling to do so. So my invitation to you is, if you experience that, don't wait for the pain to show up. Go get evaluated by a chiropractor and see if there's something out of balance that you can bring back into balance so that the body can function better. Thanks for listening. My name is Dr. Trent Burrup.